5 of the heat advisory, we're gonna can peach pie filling. We don't air condition this first floor. It is so hot. Thank goodness this is the coolest of the 5-day heat advisory. It's not even 91 in the house. Outside it's a lot hotter. And most of the morning I've had the lights off and kept a breeze through the house, but kept the sunlight out. So it's not too bad in here. Let me check the temperature. Oh my gosh. It's hot in here. Actually, it's not too bad in here. This is the least warm of all of the days. We managed to get a good air circulation in here last night, which really cooled it off. Got it down to 80 in here, and it's slowly creeping up because we've been cooking today. But it's not too bad. Most of the day I've kept the lights off, kept the air circulating, and it's fine. And before you think we're too odd, we actually do air condition the rooms we sleep in. We just don't air condition this whole house. It's just not economical. It's a large house from like 1904 with high ceilings. It was never meant to be fully air conditioned. So, all right, let me show you what we did this morning, and we'll get you up to speed on what we're doing today. All right, what you see here are several quarts of peaches. So this is a 13-quart stainless steel bowl. It's not all peaches, but it's a lot of peaches. This is a 7 or 8 quart bowl, and this is another 7 or 8 quart bowl. And these peaches were all started this morning. Katie and we got together and did an assembly line where I boiled them and skinned them, and she sliced them and put it. It's that time of the year to get the water bath canner out. I really like doing the water bath canner. I've already got it sitting on here and getting up to temperature slowly. And this here is when you do processing that does not require high pressure. So the processing in the water bath canner is at the boiling temperature of water, 100 degrees Celsius, 212 Fahrenheit, and not any higher, because the foods we're processing are going to be more highly acidic. So that's what's going to happen with today's peach pie filling. It's going to be an acidic mixture that allows me to process it in a water bath canner. One of the main ingredients, sugar. And we got our sugar ready. This is a 2-gallon jug that we keep with a sealing lid, and that's how we keep our sugar. I'm going to use some juice and water, and then I totally cheat and use the Mrs. Wages pie filling packets. It makes it so simple, so easy, never fails. Let's get started. I filled 5 pints, and I think I've left just about an inch of headspace in each one. I hope I did. Now I just want to make sure all the bubbles are out. I see some bubbles, so I'm going to put the camera down and check on that. Okay, I tapped most of the bubbles to the top and check the headspace. It's a little tight, but it's close to an inch. Hopefully this is going to be good enough. And now I'm putting on clean lids and rings. I'm not tightening the rings too tight, just tight enough that 2 or 3 fingers would turn it and tighten it. So basically a pretty loose fit. Got my hot water. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit because it's on a rolling boil. And even though my jars are hot, they're not rolling boil hot. there can comfortably touch hot. So I'm taking the water down just a little bit, and now I'm going to put my jars in there and then bring it back up to temperature. Alright, you can see that the jars aren't quite covered, so I have to make sure that these jars are covered with about 2 inches of water. And so I'm going to put a little more hot water in here, and then I'm going to turn it up to its highest boil. We just put the 4th batch of peaches in. It really does take all day to can a big project. I took a break in the middle of the day to do the dishes and get that all cleaned up, so that put me a little bit behind, but so far we have processed 40 pints of delicious peach pie filling. Whew. I think there's one more batch to start after this, and I'm going to make quick quarts to make sure all of it goes through just fine. So I'll probably be finishing this one well after midnight, That's okay. I'm out here on the porch and it feels glorious. It's down to 84 degrees. Heat index is 96 right now, and it feels great. So, you might be asking, why are you processing all these peaches on a day with a heat advisory? All right, so we got a wonderful deal. We went to Soulard Market and we went to a stand, and they were giving a whole box away for $20. And these boxes have between 20 and 25 pounds in them. So that meant we were going to get peaches for less than $1 a pound. And, we had to kind of look through the box a little bit, and a few things had to be trimmed and everything. But there was very little waste. A little waste, but very little waste. So we basically made out with $1 a pound peaches, and we went wild. So, 40 pints of processing, and I'm just out here taking a little cooling off break. It's actually lovely outside, and I'm going to finish the night with quarts.